I'm Ken Moody, and this is Ken Moody Hunting TV. On today's show, we're back in Africa with me bow hunting two of my favorite species of plains game animals. Don't go away, we'll be right back with all that action.
Slick Trick Broadheads presents Ken Moody Hunting TV. Ken Moody Hunting TV is brought to you by Slick Trick Broadheads, Elite Archery, North Fork Technologies, True Fire Releases, Vapor Trail Archery, Gunner's Taxidermy, Fauna and Flora Custom House Brokerage, and Ken and Paul's Family Steakhouse.
Our first hunt today is for the gray ghost of Africa, everyone's favorite, the kudu bull. Now, kudu is a very reclusive, secretive plains game animal. They like to stay in thick areas. They're browsers, not grazers, which mean they eat leaves. So you'll always find them in the red bush or the Mapani scrub somewhere. And again, they don't travel in huge herds normally, and a difficult quarry to say the least. And I was able to take this big kudu bull on my own property out of a makeshift tree stand I just put up in the tree, and I hunted it a couple of days later. And I was able to bag this very nice kudu bull. Let's have a look.
Side of the arrow. It's penetrated all the way up to the cresting. There he is. There he is. My kudu bull, he didn't go up 200 yards.
Tell you something, brothers and sisters, it doesn't get any better than a kudu bull in Africa. I am just so pleased. We're hunting over a bait station, you know. Here at Ken Moody Safaris, we primarily hunt over water holes from dug-in hides. But we threw this little tree stand up over an area that the game seemed to be congregating in, and started throwing out some game pellets and things just to see what the reaction was. And this was the reaction. A beautiful, beautiful kudu bull. You know, he's close to 50 inches. He looked a lot bigger from the tree. But I tell you what, he is a monster in my book. I am just so pleased and so fired up to be given the opportunity to take this big bull out.
Well, I think you can see by my reaction, I was extremely excited about taking that kudu. That was the first kudu bull I had taken off my own ranch there in South Africa. And again, the circumstances were not normal. I was not hunting out of a client hunting station. You know, we have nice permanent elevated stands or ground blinds for our clients. This was an old metal door that I had located, and I was not probably 200 yards from camp. I'd gone and set up this door up in the tree and had some game pellets spread out there because this was a very good game crossing between two water holes. And I got up there and just 2 days after setting this door up in the tree just to see what would happen. And man, that nice kudu bull, not the biggest kudu bull in the world, but again, it was the first one I had taken off my own property, and I was very excited. But beautiful animals, kudu bull tops everyone's list when they come to Africa. And remember, if you want one, you know who to call. Good dog.
Good God. Just for tonight. Congratulations.
And here we have an exceptional 30-inch wildebeest bull. Beautiful. Courtesy of Jim Harmon, Buckeye, from Ohio. It is a beautiful wildebeest. He is really wide.
Way beyond my expectations.
The main question is, are you happy?
Happy. I'm ecstatic.
Yeah, we don't run into 30-inch bulls every day.
Way beyond my expectations. Everything worked out perfect. The dog worked great.
Yeah, Tracy the Wonder Dog.
Yeah.
We'll be back with my second most favorite species right after these messages.
We'll be right back with more Ken Moody Hunting TV.
Extremely windy today. Terrible day for sitting in hides, but a perfect day for stalking. We got, I think, overestimated the range. I shot him for 50. He was probably 42, 43 yards, and I sailed this one right over his back. But hey, it can be done. You get the wind right, sneak in, get your shot, take your chances. Anyway, the day is young.
here he is, man. Check him out. This, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful creatures in the world. He's a nice, mature Impala ram. He came in with a whole herd of ewes and some small bucks or small rams, and I got busted because I was fooling around in the hide like I shouldn't have been, and they locked up on me. But he hung around long enough to give me a good, decent shot anyway. That's the way we like to do it in Africa, man. One right in the pump station, and it's over. It's over. Good deal.
Our next hunt is for what is probably the most common species in the areas we hunt, the impala. They're extremely inexpensive to hunt. Guys like to shoot them because of that, and they do make beautiful trophies. Additionally, we use the meat in camp to feed our clients, and everybody's happy. Now, this impala was taken out of a ground blind, again, just a pop-up blind I'd thrown up for me to hunt out of an old water hole that I had not planned on using for our clients. And I got in there, and this impala had come in a few times, and when he came in, man, I let him have it. And you'll notice that it may not look particularly clear because I was filming through some shoot-through mesh, which we were using on this ground blind, and that shoot-through mesh makes it a little difficult to film through. So if it looks a bit opaque to you, that's the reason. But let's have a look at this impala hunt.
It's going to be a hot one in here today.
Well, as you can see, we didn't have to track this ram. Right here on the water hole, he went straight down. Like I said, I shoot a very heavy poundage bow over here in Africa, so I'm not that concerned with the angle when I'm shooting smaller animals. And we took him down right here. Not had a lot of action today. I've seen this impala twice before. One other impala ram I saw, and a whole troop of baboons came in and drank. And that's what made this ram feel safe to come in. And he came in and gave me that quartering on shot, and I planted the old, here he is. He's a beautiful ram. His horns sweep back. As you can see, they sweep back and forward like a nice ram's supposed to do. He's in good condition. I just can't get enough impala. And call me, like I said earlier, the impala king, because I draw him like a magnet. Beautiful, beautiful ram. We'll get him back to the skinning shed and impala victuals later.
Down goes the impala. At this particular time, I was using a 90-pound bow, which is way too much, or way more bow than you need. But I actually found this 90-pound bow, my buffalo bow, more comfortable to shoot than my 70-pounder. So I was using a 90-pound bow, and I was able to take that impala quartering on, right in the neck, shoulder area, and put him down instantly, no tracking required. And I was very happy to make that happen. After the messages, we'll be back with our final hunt and another impala.
We've got more action coming up. Stay tuned. Ken Moody Hunting TV. We'll be right back.
I just nailed a big monster baboon. We're sitting on this water hole. First baboon came in and caught me. He went over there and sounded the alarm, but he wasn't sure what he saw. And I caught this other one out of the corner of my eye coming down. And I came to full draw and just waited on him. We didn't get it on camera because it happened too quick. They'll bust, the baboon will bust you every time. You hear him? But I just sent one right through him. He's not going far. He ran up the hill. We'll go see if we can find him. We couldn't wait on the camera on that one. He was looking right at me when I shot. Hope I found my arrow.
We got him. Good blood trail. Smoked him good. Let's go see what we got.
What we have here is your garden variety stinky African baboon. And I mean, he's smelling good. We're just sitting on a water hole today. Yesterday was kind of blustery and windy, and we did some stalking. Today we decided to sit on a water hole, and Mr. Baboon came in, and this is a stud baboon right here. I mean, look at this thing. Big baboon. There's the exit hole. He was quartering. I drove it through him quartering, blasted out his shoulder on this side. He didn't go far. Whew. But anyway, what can you say about a baboon? Big teeth. Look at that. You don't want to tangle with a baboon. They're ferocious if they get cornered, and they'll bust you on a water hole every time. They're extremely elusive animals, and anyway, we just smoked one. Perfect shot, the way I like to do it.
Our last hunt of the day is for, yes, another impala, and this time the circumstances are different because it was cold. I was wearing a full camouflage, big heavy coat, you know, because it does get cold in Africa, and it was down in the 40s that morning, so I was properly attired for the hunt, but that didn't stop the impala from coming in. And as you'll see, they like the salt, they like to get on the salt, and this nice ram came in with a bunch of ewes. He got on the salt, and then I put him off the salt. Let's have a look.
Beautiful ram. Some ewes came in. He was with the ewes. He came in after they did, ran him off the salt block, and then I ran him off the salt block.
Another beautiful impala on the ground. Now, I have personally shot over 300 impala. And again, we use the meat in camp. We use it for camp meat, so I shoot a lot of impala, but they are just a beautiful animal, a lot of fun to hunt. They're extremely aware around the water holes and extremely sensitive, so they're not easy. You have to be on your game to take one, but I was happy I was able to take that last one and conclude our show for the day. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you stay tuned for next week's show as we again go back to Africa for more bow hunting action. And until then, remember, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right.